Welcome to Guzzler.
Hello and welcome to the Guzzler podcast. Today we are back on audio record. How are you, boys?
Good, mate.
Yeah, I'm alright, thank you, Declan.
Good. So today we're going back to animals in my little series of animal facts. And today we're doing reptiles. We did insects last time. We've moved on to reptiles, and I did open the floor up to also like amphibians, frogs.
Insects was a fantastic episode.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'm just laughing because for some reason in my head I was like, I have to tell them that all reptiles are green and try and make them. And I was like, that's not true. So yeah, did you know all reptiles are green?
Who's starting off with the first fact?
I think you can, Declan, as is. Oh, I almost died. That was an overreaction. I had a slight tickle in my throat.
He coughed and was like, "This is it. This is the end."
It flashed before my eyes just then. That was
That's
terrifying.
the smallest cough I've ever heard, and there was no pause between the cough and I almost died.
He was like, "End of my mortal existence. This is where it all finishes."
That was close.
Life flashed before his eyes. This is the start of his villain origin story because his life's flashed before his eyes and he's realised he hasn't done anything. He's going to start robbing banks.
What's he going to be
I'll
called?
say, why are you a villain? He'd be like, oh, I had a little cough once.
What's he going to be called? Cough Man?
Yeah,
exactly
Cough Man.
that.
To be fair, in COVID times, that's pretty scary.
I think Cough Boy sounds better.
Super spreader.
Guys, we're off
Super
topic.
spreader.
Guzzler podcast.
The earliest reptiles, we think, showed up about 312 million years ago.
All right, Dec, we get it. You've got a mum. Let's move on.
Were dinosaurs reptiles?
Yeah.
Oh. I was expecting you to go, are you an idiot?
Dinosaurs
Okay, no, good.
reptiles.
Oh, excellent. So 312 million years ago. What was the first reptile?
The word dinosaur means terrible lizard, doesn't it? So
It does. Terrible lizard, yeah.
as we'll see in the
That's
page.
one of my two facts gone. No, so what was the first reptile then?
George? Don't
His
know.
name was Peter. Yeah.
Oh, alright. I really wanted you to say something really specific, like, just like, ball python.
The Latin word.
312 million years ago.
Nah, but
He just starts speaking in Latin.
but
Yeah.
but reptiles were fat back then, weren't they? There was like a 40-foot crocodile. Snakes were big. They all shrunk. They all hit the shrinkage.
You still get some pretty big snakes, to be fair.
I'm going to talk about that later.
Do you know what the largest lizard in the world is? I don't want, like, Tony from Manchester.
Komodo.
Oh, the
Komodo.
Lizard?
Yeah, lizard. Yeah, the Komodo dragon.
Between 10
I
and
used to have a
11
massive fear of
feet.
Komodo dragons. They
Have you seen
absolutely...
many?
No, but I remember
Yeah, they're
learning
in his
about
back
it,
garden.
like, ages ago. And the idea that they can climb trees, they can swim, they can do all that stuff, I think it's terrifying.
I mean, in fairness, I can climb trees and swim. That doesn't mean that I'm scary.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
Yeah, they can grow up to between 10 and 11 feet, Komodos.
Yeah, that's quite scary.
That's it.
It's one of my facts. I'll tick that off.
They grow to exactly between 10 or 11 feet. That's the range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing below 10.
No.
No. That's it.
Alfie, you got one for us?
What's the largest? We've said largest lizard. What's the largest snake?
George.
Also George. You said
Isn't
George
it
earlier.
the
didn't you?
They're all called
largest, as in longest?
Longest snake. Yeah. Wait, what did I say?
What?
Largest.
Whatever recorded.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean like.
I was diameter, yeah. Big girthy boy. Yeah, it's the King Cobra, isn't it?
No.
Wow. One of my facts is wrong.
What have you written down?
King Cobra, longest snake.
I've got written the longest reptile is the reticulated python.
Oh no, wait, I've
Measures
got that.
over. Where you got King Cobra from then?
Right, because that's the longest species, I think. Or the longest recorded.
No.
Right.
The longest recorded
Bloody hell, Louis, what you got, mate?
was recorded at an estimated 27 feet 9 inches, and it had a 44-inch girth. I know what else has got a 44-inch girth.
My waist. Why have I written here? The reticulated pythons measure over 32 feet. If you've just said the biggest one was 29 feet. God, this is the worst facts episode on YouTube.
I've got written here, just King Cobra, longest snake. I've got 4 words.
Oh, God. This is
So what we've discovered, the world's longest
Dogs.
snake may or may not be over 32 feet. It may be 29 feet, and it may be a king cobra, or it may be a reticulated python. It may or may not be called George. We're not sure.
it's somewhere between 27 feet 9 inches and 35 feet.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next week with or not.
Okay. Do you know lizards can't feel warm or cold?
Yeah. But their movements are affected by the
damn
outside
it!
temperature.
It looks like we've looked at the same
We've all
website.
written the same fact.
Have you all got that one?
What, the iguanas?
No, I haven't got an iguana one, but I saw it. I just didn't write it down.
The Cold Boys one. I thought it was actually quite good.
But
The
to be
problem with
fair,
that
Declan,
website is all the facts are real long, so I skipped some.
Yeah. do talk about that first, Declan. We all have it, but for the people who are listening, do say about that.
So lizards haven't got the part in their brain that works out whether it's hot or cold or not. Well, not consciously anyway. But their physiology, is affected by the temperature. So when it's a bit colder, they walk a bit slower. The heart beats a bit slower. Stuff like that. The warmer it is, the quicker they get.
Because I must be like hot all the time then, because I'm a speedy boy.
Yeah, you're not.
I
You
walk
move
really
almost
quick.
as slow as me, and I weigh
I'm like
double
a
you.
sloth. I move
You're,
on average.
I'm actually physically limited. You're just lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I move
no,
on average
that's
2 meters every 10 seconds.
That's a lie. Louis walks slow because he's matching your speed, Alfie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk slow because I have to.
That's because I'm on his back.
I'm forced to walk slow.
So the iguanas. Have you written down the iguanas?
No.
Doug? Where their blood goes cold.
No.
And they can't move.
Oh,
No,
I did
but
see
I
this
know-
one, yeah.
I know
This
this.
is a great fact.
This is a brilliant fact. I can't believe you didn't write it down. So green iguanas, because their blood gets really cold and that, like, obviously they can't move. They literally cannot move. This is a temperature below 40 degrees.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You called it the green iguana, but all reptiles are
Yeah.
green. So is there a different colour iguana?
It's a misnomer. It's just to throw you off.
Right.
Blue, really.
I was going to make a really bad joke there. So they sit in trees, yeah, these green iguanas.
Right.
They get really cold and they can't move. So in Florida, when it gets cold, iguanas just drop out the trees, right? Because they're like paralysed, they can't move. Now, they look dead, so obviously sometimes people think they're dead, which is completely understandable. But you're not allowed to move them, or it's recommended you do not move them. If you ever see an iguana you think's dead and it's cold out, you have to leave it. Because otherwise, if you try to move it, it might thaw, and they get really frightened and they get really aggressive.
Oh.
So there you go. I just thought it was quite interesting that there's just iguanas dropping out of trees.
So, in certain places, there's just dead iguanas laying everywhere. Because people are going, don't move it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
In
as well.
case
You're
it comes
just like,
back to life.
it might be alright. It's got like flies crawling out of its ears and stuff. And you're just like, nah. He's cold.
Half his
fine.
skull's showing. Yeah. I've got 2 of my favourite facts that I wrote down. One of them is that some lizards can, like, detach their tail as a defence mechanism.
Yeah. They wag it, so
That's incredible.
So the prey looks at the tail instead of the lizard. Then when they attack it, they just get rid of the tail.
But like, so that means that like it falls off at the skin, right?
You what?
So like it literally like detaches from the whole body. So like like say you like your arm.
Yeah.
If your arm just detached at the shoulder because someone had hold of it,
I'd be screaming.
you'd be pouring in blood, wouldn't you? You'd be absolutely pouring in blood, and your skin would rip away from it as well. Or is this like 2 Lego pieces?
Yeah, yeah.
I assume that like
incredible.
there's going to be like a hormone input that would clog blood. So when they get rid of the tail, all the blood clots at the nub, and it doesn't bleed out.
The nub.
They can regrow it as well, though, can't they?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely phenomenal.
It's literally the plot of Amazing Spider-Man, mate.
I said, yeah, good point. Yeah, I said this in the insect one actually. They do some mad things. We don't do anything. If you can read and write, you're lucky.
He's got a point.
I ain't got no cool superpowers.
Do you know the difference between venom and poison?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, because I was a big old insect nerd. One's like injected or like through bites and stuff, and one's like if you eat it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
if you swallowed a venom, it wouldn't affect you. If you injected a poison, it wouldn't affect you. But if you did it the other way round, you'd die.
Yeah.
Do you know
The horned lizard. Oh, go on.
Do you know how snake venom works?
don't know how it works. It's like a congealer, like congeals your blood.
Clotting agent, yeah. It basically solidifies it, turns it into jelly.
Yeah, I saw a cool video of that on YouTube. It was actually disgusting.
Terrifying, yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, where they because obviously they get like snake milkers that milk the venom.
Yeah.
Which they don't milk the venom at all. They just get them to like bite a jar and they inject it into there.
Yeah.
But I've seen them put like a drop of blood into it, and it literally just like solidifies. It's crazy.
That's disgusting. The horned lizard, and I'll tell you this exactly how I've written it down. The
That means it's
horned
bad.
lizard has an unusual defence mechanism. You would assume the horns.
Oh,
It's not
I
actually.
have this. I've got this.
Is it yellow pus from its knees?
Oh, you're actually so close.
It is close.
They squirt
lady
blood
birds.
from their eyes.
Yeah.
That is
It
close.
can go up to 4 metres.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's quite
mad.
far.
It is.
I saw a photo of it. It looked absolutely disgusting.
It is, it's
But, like,
mental.
when I read it, it was like the horned lizard has an unusual defence mechanism. I was like, yes, the horn, blood from the eyes. You what?
Yeah. Why is it not named after that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the blood-eyed lizard should be better.
Like,
yeah.
Who saw that? Like spurting blood at 4 meters and went, "Oh, let's call that the horned lizard." That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
What else would we call it?
Yeah, they go see one of their mates and go, "You seen that the lizard that it's got horns?" Like, oh, you mean the one that squirts blood from its eyes at 4 meters?
No, the horned one.
Yeah,
The
I didn't pay
horns,
attention to that.
yeah.
I just had some horns. Yeah, and also it says apparently like, if it's got dust in its eyes to clean it, it'll also just do it. Like, that's disgusting. Imagine also if like someone, I don't know, you're at the side of the road in Texas and you pull up and some bloke goes, "Got these lizards. You want to buy them?" And you think, "Oh, lovely idea." And he goes, "You've had a bearded dragons, horned one here." And you take it home and you put it in a tank and it's just like squirting blood up to the side of your glass box. You'd be frightened to death. I mean, you probably.
I'd argue that's your fault for buying a lizard off of a random man who's pulled up to you on a Texas highway.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh no, this lizard that I brought off of that random man on the highway in America isn't the lizard I thought it was going to be. What
you
a
take
shock.
it back and go, this one doesn't work.
Oh no. What's the heaviest reptile, boys?
Tortoise.
And it is one that we just said isn't a reptile.
Tortoise.
No, we said reptiles are tortoises. What one didn't we? No, hang on. We said, oh my god. We said that tortoises are reptiles. What ones aren't?
Margaret Thatcher.
She's definitely a reptile.
definitely
What one aren't
Exactly.
reptiles?
Turtle.
She's the heaviest one.
Turtle.
Well, I'm gonna shut this fact down.
Don't. Have you got a heaviest reptile fact?
I also have a fact about turtles.
How heavy is your reptile?
Down. My reptile is a tortoise, and it was called Esmeralda,
Yeah.
and it was 304 kilograms, 670 pounds.
Well, you can back off, boy. The Leatherback Sea Turtle, which may or may not be a reptile, I don't think it is, but this website says it is, weighs 860
Ooh.
kilograms.
That's 500. That's nearly three
That's
times.
9 of me.
Yeah. Wow.
That is
wow.
huge.
Has it got a name though?
George.
No,
This one is called Esmeralda though. So
Larry.
It's George.
you just look at a tortoise sometimes and you just go, "She looks like an Esmeralda." Actually, it was a boy tortoise as well. It was a boy
So
tortoise.
George.
Aren't
Jim and
tortoises
George.
like famously really hard to gender? Sex, sorry. No, I know that. No, as in find their sex, not like sex them up.
Have you seen a tortoise have sex? It's actually like where they just like they sort of slowly move and they do that weird noise
Yeah, I've seen that.
when they just
'Cause
go.
we had a tortoise, and it's really hard to find
yeah,
out their
Louis,
sex.
make the noise just for the listeners.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had a pet tortoise, mate. That sounds canny.
Yeah, does that? That's weird.
Right, anyway.
Hang on, wait. Turtles and tortoises. This is a great fact. Right.
You're going to ruin my leatherback tortoise fact.
A turtle. Wait. A tortoise can be a turtle. A tortoise can be a turtle, but a turtle can't be a tortoise.
I already don't believe this.
That completely
What?
throws out
A
a
tortoise
biologist.
can be a turtle, but a turtle can't be a tortoise.
How?
So a turtle is a shelled reptile,
Yeah.
but a
Not
tortoise
that much.
is a terrestrial turtle.
Right.
And the ones in the sea are just called turtles.
So when they come on land, are they then called tortoises?
They're a tortoise.
No, because they have to be like just bred for land. Because a tortoise can't swim either.
Yeah, but your definitions mean that if you have a turtle on land,
It's a tortoise.
that is now a terrestrial turtle.
No,
and it's now
because a tortoise can't swim and it has stumps instead of.
Wait,
flippers.
what was your fact? One of them can be the other one.
A tortoise can be a turtle, but a turtle can't be a tortoise.
But it can, because it can walk on land.
How can a tortoise be a turtle? Let's get to that point first.
Because it's a shelled reptile.
So any shelled reptile.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good fact.
So when I super glued a paving slab to my pet snake, was he a turtle?
Yes. Oh, could he swim?
Wow, for a while.
Yeah, but until you put it in water and the slab sunk it to the bottom. If it couldn't swim,
he died,
tortoise.
but I'd argue he swam for a bit.
Shell's got to be made out
can't
of
swim.
keratin, innit?
Does it?
Yeah, or something like
Ketamine?
Keratin.
The thing that really annoys me is when people refer to tortoises as turtles, but apparently that's fine.
You didn't know what they were 2 seconds ago.
Nope.
While we're on the
we still don't know what they are.
While we're on the topic of turtles and tortoises, there's a species called the chelonian. Apparently it's a tortoise. It looks like a turd. It's the picture I put in the chat earlier.
Oh yeah.
The shell is actually a rib cage structure, so it doesn't class as a shell. It's just their rib cage that's extended around their back. But did you know that turtles don't have diaphragms, so they can't cough, and that's why they're vulnerable to disease, because they can't get rid of phlegm and bacteria?
Louis can cough, and he almost died.
That is almost how I died.
He's not a turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's quite interesting, though, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah.
So basically, don't worry, I was going to make a joke about smokers' cough and turtles chaining them. But
Wait, I've just realised I've written down something. How long was the longest snake?
Between 27...
Your one or my one? Or
between 27 9 inches and 35 feet.
Because I've got 10 metres here. How much is that?
10 meters?
30 feet.
Wait. What? How long was your snake, Declan?
27 foot 9 inch.
Oh, mine was 32 feet, which is 9.8 meters.
So you're within the viable range.
However, it was a king cobra.
Yeah.
Do you know how often a snake sheds its skin?
Like
It's
once a day.
I know it's earlier and when it's younger, and it takes
Every other Monday.
You're close, to be fair, Alfie.
No, I'm not.
No, you're right. It's once a month.
I actually did know it's once a month. I
think that's insane.
regret
Honestly,
joshing now.
I thought it was just in winter.
That's mad, to be fair, because they can live up to 40 years. That's a lot of shedding.
It is.
It is a
Honestly,
lot
I
of
thought
shedding.
they'd done it about once a year.
And lizards, hang on. Snakes shed their entire skin at once.
Right.
They're just like a sheath, whereas lizards do it in like patches.
Why do they shed their skin?
Just like, I don't know, like rejuvenation, I guess. Refresh.
To be fair, while we're on the difference between the two, did you know there's a legless lizard?
I did
Snake.
know that.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
snake. It's got the head of a lizard and the bone structure of a lizard, but it's just got no legs. Moves like a snake, kind of looks like a snake, ain't a snake.
Bless him. I bet he gets bullied to the playground, doesn't
They're called false serpents.
he? In the reptile playground.
I call them big liars.
Big lions.
Liars, not lions.
Lions.
Because then they'd be called lions.
Lions, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, but it'd be pretty. Yeah.
should we quickly talk about beer?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
mate.
sure.
And then I got a little fact.
So,
coming,
Dick,
mate.
what are you drinking?
Today I am drinking Viallero. It's a Valencian white from Lidl. It's £4.99. That's why I went for it. I was depressed midweek, so I got 3 wines
Skin.
for 15 quid. 85 rated. It's actually alright. It's better than some of the over 90 rated ones. It is only 11.5% though, so it's a bit cat's pissy. It's a 2019 Muscatel.
Bit.
But it's alright, to be fair. I'll talk about it in a bit.
So me and Alfie drinking this can that is absolutely mental. Alfie, step further this and put it on Instagram because it's an absolute trippy can. It's nice. called One Eye by Tooth and Claw Brewery. It's an IPA. It's 7%.
7.8.
7.8. Is that an 8? Is it? Oh, it is an 8.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I can't see it.
I think it's
It's
an
not
8.
an
Is it a 0? 7?
It's not an 8.
It's between
I've got
7 and
bad eyesight.
8%.
There's a lot of guests in this episode.
Yeah, there is.
Somewhere between 7 and 8. One of the top review on what's that app we use
Untapped.
called? Untapped says it's a really strong beer. I was seeing out of one eye when I finished it. There you go.
Yeah, it is really strong. It says on the back here, it's got flavours of gooseberry, pineapple, and passion fruit. What do you reckon, Alf?
Dang.
No, it hasn't. I agree with you. Vegan friendly.
Absolutely does not.
It's made of pale ale malt flaked oats. So like an indie band, and often on the cans now they tell us how to drink it. So I always look because we often pour it. We're not meant to pour it. I've poured it. You haven't. It does actually say here, Alfie, how to drink it
What's it say?
responsibly.
Nah, that's alright. Yeah, because we had that one beer that you had to just pour straight down.
Yeah, straight down.
I was already halfway through it, mate.
Yeah, exactly. It does actually say underneath here. This is a nice message from Chris Whitty here as well. It says the UK Chief Medical Officer recommended adults do not regularly drink more than 14 units per week. And I really like that they've got a message from him on there. It feels personal.
Yeah, he signed mine.
Is it? No way.
Collector's edition can.
I like
Chris
that.
Whitty. Chris Whitty signed beer can.
Oh,
Drink
that's that.
responsibly.
Oh, if we ever come across Chris Whitty, we've got him to get him a sign a beer can.
On this topic, but away from reptiles, there's no actually recommended amount of alcohol you should be drinking. That's
Not calling it Chris Whitty.
that's a
lot.
that's a recommended limit. But the NHS and medical boards all around the world say you shouldn't actually be drinking any.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
They can.
they don't know what's good for my health. Not like I do.
Right, back to the slimy ones. There's a debate.
Listen up. Yeah, go
There's
on.
a debate that some lizard species can go their whole lives without drinking any water.
I
Is it
did
much of a
see
debate?
that, and I find that mad. But like, how long? Some lizards, the lizards that live for 2 days.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's just like murdered.
Well, no,
Yeah,
like
exactly,
they try and observe them for as long as they can, but
Yeah.
like in the natural world, they don't know if they get to a stage where they might lose track of them, and in that moment they're going to drink. Like they drink on the slot. You know, like shy poopers,
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. They're shy drinkers. So that's where the
Right.
debate part comes from. But from what we know, there are some species that don't have any water whatsoever.
I mean, like, either way though, they're not drinking a lot. Like, it's still impressive, even if they're like every now and again sipping a little bit. It's still impressive, isn't it?
You
What?
sounded like opening a beer can.
I sounded like a snake, mate. I'm a reptile. I'm transforming. If they could see the video. So, what do you think? Yeah, have you? Louis gonna have written this down, and we're gonna disagree again. The fastest reptile?
Oh no! Well, it ain't Margaret Thatcher.
No, I haven't got that one.
It's a turtle. Green sea turtle. How fast do you reckon it goes? I assume swimming. I assume it's not just absolutely
Placing it on
across the
land.
Yeah,
sand.
I saw one in a pool on a video the other day. They swim well quick,
Yeah, how fast?
30 miles an hour.
quicker than me.
Nah, that's too fast, mate.
Oh.
12.
Usain Bolt's top speed's 27.
12 miles.
10 miles an hour.
Nah, that's too slow, mate. You're right.
18.
It's an easy question. How fast a tortoise is
18 miles an hour.
Oh, just tell you what, Declan, you are absolutely almost spot on. It's 22, mate. Good job. Louis?
You
treat
said
yourself
how
out.
fast can tortoises swim. Tortoises can't swim, which is why they're tortoises, not
Fine. Turtles. 22 miles an hour.
That's pretty fantastic, to be fair.
Talking about
I can't
swimming.
imagine it going that fast.
Talking about swimming. Did you know there's only one species of lizard in the world that can swim?
There's one species of what? Sorry,
Liz-
Louis had a panic and I was focusing on his face.
There's only one species of lizard in the world that can swim.
Yeah, what's he called?
George.
Komodo, because they can.
It's the
yeah, Louis said Komodos can swim.
no, they can't. It's the marine.
Louis ain't got anything right yet.
It's the marine Galapagos lizard. It's the only species
Yeah.
in the world that can swim. So if you're not in the Galapagos and you see what looks like a lizard swimming towards you, it's probably a snake.
Komodo dragons
It's definitely
can
not
swim.
a tortoise because tortoises can't swim.
It says here Komodo dragons are very talented swimmers, known to be able to swim up to 300 metres.
Are they also called marine Galapagos lizards?
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
we'll go
mate.
with that, mate, yeah.
I don't know where we got these facts from, but
Some terrible websites, I tell you.
The first
I
sites we
reckon-
saw, that's
Yeah,
where.
yeah.
I reckon Matt Hancock and Boris Johnson must have lent us these facts. Right, I've got one for you. How
Yeah,
old
go
then
on.
was the oldest tortoise?
The 200-year-old.
Hang on. 168.
Ooh, he's 189 years old.
That's pretty old.
Oh.
He was born in 1832,
Was it?
and just think,
Hang on.
in 1832,
I was only 11 years
this
off.
tortoise. You was only 11 years old.
Off.
Oh, he was like, I was only 11 years old then.
Wait, did you say 200,
Yeah.
Dick? Oh, yeah, Dick was pretty close, mate, to be fair.
So 1832 he was born in the Seychelles, right? So a province of Africa. What do you think they called it?
George.
Oh, Seychelles are nice.
I've cracked myself
Jonathan.
up.
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
It's
Jonathan.
close to George.
It was
It is close to George.
1832 in the Seychelles. They saw a tortoise and thought, he looks like a Jonathan.
Wait, when did he die then?
Ooh.
He's trying to do the math.
That's why I asked him.
I think he's still around.
So he's older than 189.
Yeah, he's still around. He's currently 189. In the year 2021, he is 189.
Nice, cool. Makes sense?
All right. Did you know there's a lizard that could potentially be Jesus?
I mean, that's not true.
There's a species of lizard called Louis stunned. All his beliefs have just gone out the window. The basilisk lizard can run on water when endangered. It just yeets itself.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that. Right.
And that means it's Jesus.
Yeah, because to be fair, the basilisk lizard could also, he just turns water to wine.
That is impressive, to be fair.
Yeah, he does.
You
Yeah,
should get a couple of them, Dick.
yeah.
Mate, I'd be selling them like hotcakes. Get your lizard wine.
But I don't know where they get the wine from, but you don't want to get it confused with the horned lizard because that's just blood.
To be fair, if they're walking on water, I'd want some of them powers.
But they have to run quick on water. It's not just like they're just like dawdling about, just
but
standing on water.
I'm not a slow man. When I get up to speed, I'm all right.
But they're also really light, don't they? Like, really light.
Exactly.
They're like a leaf.
Yeah.
Preferred Jesus.
Do you know what percentage of snakes kill humans?
Wait. Whoa. Hang on.
Right, yeah, I've realised
I feel like this question doesn't mean what you
You've
think
worded
it
that
means.
very
it
wrong.
doesn't.
Of the total snake population, how many of them
No.
are culpable for a
Murder,
human murder? Probably not that many.
Yeah, alright, yeah, go on then, tell me that one. What
About
percentage do you think?
20%. 1 in 5. 1 in 5 snakes is murdered.
No, it's going to be like 0.0002.
7%.
Why 2?
7%.
Wait, what's this question meant to mean?
I don't know. Is it
It's
like...
not 7% of snakes have murdered a human.
No, 7% of snakes could kill if they had it in them.
If they had it in them.
But 100% of those 7% have killed.
But to be fair,
You know.
if I was looking at a snake and it was looking me dead on and like hissing it, I'm not going to think, "Core, there's a 93% chance that it ain't going to kill me."
There's a species of lizard, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been talking about
Yeah.
all day. I love it.
Yeah, and they're quite big. Not as big as like a Komodo dragon or something, but like they're quite large and they stand on their hind legs. You heard about
Yeah.
these?
No?
Like they're real big and they stand on their hind
Yeah,
legs.
they run
right?
really
Dinosaur.
well.
They're really smart. Yeah.
Right.
And they're called the royal family. Have you heard of them?
Right. Yeah, no, yeah.
You heard of them, yeah?
Yeah.
This isn't conspiracies
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I was just, they prey on children and the poor. They're just quite an interesting species of lizard.
To be fair,
You
they
know
have
about it.
Yeah.
throughout the years killed many.
Many.
Colonisation.
100% of that species is a murderers.
Yeah.
I'd argue.
100% of the royal family are
murderers.
Right.
Yeah. And not through like hiring or employment, like actually with their bare hands.
All right, this is out of hand.
Oh.
Reptiles can't chew. Did you know they tear They tear at food. They can't chew. He's trying it.
I'm trying to imagine it.
Yeah, but like, what's chewing?
Yeah, well, how do you differentiate? When it's in its mouth, what does it do then?
Swallow.
So
That's
it literally just
good answer,
rips
to be
and
fair.
swallows. But like, biting down to rip, is that not chewing? What's the definition of chewing? Just biting down more than once on some
Once
food?
it's in the mouth, you continue to,
Nice. I mean, if I could just swallow all my food whole, I would.
Alfie, you can. You would just choke.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
I was close.
Actually, why don't you just cut up your food into tiny little pieces like a child, and then
Too much effort.
you won't have a problem. All right, blend it.
Unnecessary movement. That's too much effort as well.
What? Taking the sausage from the frying pan to the blender.
When Alfie has
instead of
fajitas,
from the frying pan into my mouth.
when Alfie has fajitas, he just makes one wrap into like a funnel, puts them up, and then just pours the bowls into the funnel, and it's just.
I don't even eat the wrap. Yeah, I just.
Yeah, just funnels it in.
Like your weird reverse vacuum.
Yeah. Am I a lizard?
He doesn't chew. To be fair, more specifically, can you swim?
Just about.
Ooh, but like properly though.
Nah, I'm a tortoise.
Exactly, and you're slow. You tear. You don't swim. He's a tortoise, but
I'm a tortoise.
you could, which also means you're a turtle. Oh, you don't have a shell on your back, do you?
I can't swim.
Oh yeah. Well,
Warm turtle eggs produce females. Cold
Yeah,
turtle
that's a
eggs.
cool fact. I love that fact.
Yeah, but in crocodiles, it's the opposite.
Yeah. And snakes is just genetics.
A group of frogs is called an army.
oh.
I mean, they are.
Well, Louis thinks is a fact, but they're not. So
Do you know why frogs' eyes and nose are at the top of their heads?
when they're underwater and they want to just peer.
Yeah, it's just so the eyes and the nose sit and they can breathe and see predators.
Oh, it all makes sense. It's so they can drown themselves in the shallowest possible area of water.
Yeah.
It's like a real little puddle. They can just flip themselves upside down.
Yeah.
Frogs blink as they swallow. Did you know that?
Can you confirm that?
Yeah. So basically, when they swallow, they
For those of you who can't see, Deck has just whipped the frog out of his pocket. And
He's now force feeding it.
they contract the muscle round the eye. The eyes go further into the head and push the food down.
Hang on, so they're not even just blinking when they swallow. Like they need.
Yeah.
Like they physically. It's not like when we sneeze, we have to. We have to shut our eyes because otherwise our eyes would fly out our head. Yeah. Theirs is like the reverse.
Yeah.
that's actually that. And this goes back to what I said earlier. I don't have any cool superpowers like these things.
We have to shut your eyes when you sneeze.
Oh, well.
Similar. Isn't it?
It's not a superpower.
Imagine
though,
if
is
I
it?
was a frog doing a podcast and I went, "Did you know humans have to shut their eyes when you sneeze?" You'd go, "Oh, that's a bit
They'd
crap."
be interested in that, wouldn't they?
but technically it's a vital flaw because if they're eating, they can get eaten because they're not looking where anything is.
Because their eyes are shut.
Frogs ride tigers in the jungle.
Do they?
To like
So
why? Like Uber.
So basically,
Like Uber,
they
yeah.
worked out like the frogs are too small to be like any form of meal for the tiger, but the things that hunt the frogs are big enough for tigers to eat.
It's
So
like
frogs sit on tigers' backs. They draw the prey towards the tiger, and then the tiger just eats everything. So the frogs stay alive, just riding on the tiger's back, and the tiger gets rid of all of their prey.
So for the frog, it's just like a safety thing. They don't have a destination.
And for the tiger, they're bringing in food.
It's like
Sugar
Is that
daddy
what
stuff.
is that what pilot fish are? Aren't pilot fish like little fish that hang around sharks to draw in bigger fish, and then they stay safe? And they like pilot fish eat food off of sharks' teeth as well. They have like a symbiotic relationship. It sounds quite similar. I'd argue frogs and tigers is cooler.
Like octopodes and any fish. Yeah.
Tell me now one cool thing that I do as a human.
That you do.
That
Yes.
God, God, we could be here all
Oh,
day.
this is going to be a long episode.
Oh, I don't do anything cool. Neither do either of you. Don't pretend you do.
But like we can.
You're literally blind.
We're literally the height of the food chain.
Yeah, but I'm not. Me personally, I'm not. I'm far
we can
below.
write poetry. We can write stories.
I can't.
I can rap a sick beat. Like humans are very good at things.
Yeah, you imagine a
so can a
tiger
kookaburra.
rapping out some Banu Kapil.
I guarantee
It's a poet, by the way.
that 99% of kookaburras can get their own food. They can also rap a sick beat. If I gave them a pen, they'd be able to do some drawing.
So can you, Louis. You've only got to go Tesco and get some pencils.
Exactly. Yeah. And I
Some
can't rap a
drawing.
sick beat, and I couldn't kill something with my own hands.
Neither could a hummingbird.
I mean, you could. You just choose not to.
kookaburra. Sorry.
But a kookaburra could kill something. It's going to
Not
do
with its
something.
bare hands. It ain't got hands.
With its bare beak.
Done.
And also, it's frowned upon to do that. But in the animal world, you can do that.
Is that a complaint?
No, but I'm saying they do. There's a lot cooler things.
Do you want to do
Exactly.
that?
We have laws and a structure and a society.
All I'm saying
But
is,
some of the
I think
laws
it'd be
aren't
cooler
right,
every
but-
time I swallow, if my eyes fell into the back of my throat.
No.
That'd be
and
so
came
much
back
cooler.
out.
It wouldn't.
If your eyeballs physically pushed your food down your throat.
Yeah,
you'd
if I
be
could
better.
walk on water,
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
if I could ride a tiger's back,
You can.
You just
I'd
get
die.
eaten afterwards.
I'd die. What the problem is, I'm just really upset that I'm not a toad. Just-
We even had a toad fact.
I'm really
Just
upset that
assuming they
I'm
do
just
cool
not.
stuff.
This
I
is-
can't shed my skin in one. I don't just wake up and step out of my yesterday's skin.
Yeah, we do shed our skin. We shed our skin all the
This
time.
is
Not
us.
in one. I don't
Dust
step
is.
out of yesterday's skin.
This is our setup for our Princess and the Frog episode.
I can't go for a day without drinking water. Some lizards go a whole lifetime. Some tortoises live to 187
Louis?
years.
Maybe,
Louis?
though, there's some lizards in the desert going, did you know humans have to drink every day? I'm so jealous.
Louis, you could go a whole lifetime
Maybe.
without drinking. You just last 4 days.
Yeah, great. So my superpower is I have to drink every single day. Well, I'll take that.
Technically, you have to
Wow.
breathe every 40 seconds.
Right, Louis inferior to every animal on the planet in every
I hope
way.
you enjoyed them animal facts. I think next time we might do. We're going to do birds next. I've decided.
I feel like we should put facts in inverted commas.
That's why I said do birds.
Fables.
You might find some information about birds in the next episode. Some of it might not be true, but we're gonna tell you stuff, and you can decide through your own research whether it's true or not. It's an interactive podcast. Thanks for listening, everyone. I think.
Hang on, wait. We need to talk about beers and wine.
Oh yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go on. This beer's really nice.
It's nice, mate. Really
Very
nice.
strong,
It
very
tastes
nice.
strong,
It does taste strong. Yeah.
but it's nice. Really, really nice. When you first drank it, you were like, oh, this is strong. And I was worried. But, like, it's nice.
It's nice strong.
It's good
it is
strong.
nice, yeah.
It's what I needed today.
So I don't know what it is with little wines, but they never have a description. All I can see is
Little wines.
Little.
with all I can see is store in a cool duck place. But it was all right for a $4.99 wine. It's actually better than some of their over 90 rated stuff. It's only rated 85. It's spelt Viajero, Viajero. It's quite nice.
Nice.
Just to clarify, that's £499, yeah? £499.
£4.99.
Jesus Christ, we've gone down market.
Right, so this week as well, we had our Never Marvel Monday where we spoke about the comparisons between
House of M.
One Division and House of M.
Yeah.
Friday, I'm doing my WGNR with some good news. And next week, I'll be in the podcast and we're going to have some debates.
Oh, good.
We won't have some debates in a little while, so we're gonna do some debates.
What if we all agree on everything?
Then it's going to be a really short
Then-
podcast.
Yeah, it'll be 10
Yeah.
minutes long. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so that'll be some. There's 3 debates in which hopefully we will be having next week.
Cool. All right.
Perfect.
Nice.
So check Monday's podcast out. Watch out for WGNR on Friday, and of course check out next Wednesday. Thanks for watching or listening. Actually, bye.
Thank you for listening to this Guzzler podcast.